The Milfhunters scooter gang lives to see another year in Newport. I've been watching these badass riders for some time now, and all I can say is that I'm impressed. Hi, I'm the guy that Brian tried to shoot because I went up to his driveway. Fuck Brian, I'm gonna go scrape the paint off the chassis on his pickup truck. That boy always painting that whack-ass faux pickup. So hold on to your dicks, and ladies, hold on to your fupas, because here is the story of the Milfhunters.
They are the most violent scooter gang in America, leaving a path of destruction wherever they ride. Simply uttering their name can cause people to scatter and evacuate the premises. They are the Milfhunters. Newport is an oceanside paradise, famous for its seafood and historic mansions. But in recent years, the criminal underground has become difficult to ignore. The gang's founder is well aware of their recent activity.
My name's Sloppy, I'm the gang leader of the Milfhunters. Ready for another good year. Peace out. The lights on this one is pretty cool. All the blue, green, got speakers over here, speakers in the tweeters and everything. This is my first bike. It's called Boulade. It was the first one I got. I got it back in 07. I got the lights on and the speakers and everything. It's all decked out with everything you can imagine. I got speakers, I got the auto stop system, the heated handle grips and all that. I'll show you the tat. It stands for me and my 5 brothers that ride. We all ride scooters together, and it means that we're all gonna stay together forever.
Milfhunters are comprised of guys with big bellies and girls with big fupas from the areas north and west of Providence. Mostly construction workers fed up with the mundane 9-to-5 that were looking for a faster way to cash out. But this hardcore lifestyle means members are prepared for violence at any moment.
Thought they was going to war in Iraq or something with all this they had. You got your SKS, your AK-47. My Asian homeboy out here had the rocket launcher, your MAC-10s. I was like, damn, y'all strapped like that?
Milfhunters have many ways of bringing in the dough. The gang is best known for smuggling firearms and scooters in their buttholes. That being said, to become a member, you must show extreme anal agility. Sloppy claims to have his bike in his booty hole at all times.
The weapons, we just keister them right up the butt. I got a bazooka in my butt right now.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I literally have a loaded bazooka in my butt right now.
To make it into the gang is no easy task.
Squad Leader Nick here. So I want to tell you why we changed narrators. Voice Guy 1971 wanted $100 for this stupid Milfhunter script. That's why we went with Voiced by Ken. And there was another guy that we had going, and he actually blew Fat Donkey Dick. Here's some of his voice clips.
The gang's founder is well aware of their recent activity.
Oh boy.
Milfhunters are comprised of guys with big bellies and
Lord.
girls with big fupas
It's
from the areas north and
fupa,
west of
you
Providence.
fucking autism.
Mostly construction workers fed up with the mundane 9-to-5 that were looking for a faster way to cash out.
Oh God.
But this
yeah,
hardcore
yeah,
lifestyle
shut up.
means members are prepared for violence at any moment.
To test the applicant's dedication to the squad, they are required to watch every episode of Full House ever created in one sitting. And to add insult to injury, they aren't allowed to jerk off at any time, even when Uncle Jesse is on screen. The gang boasts an emphasis on loyalty and respect.
If you give me respect because you fear me or because you like me, but I want respect and I'm going to get it in one way or another.
But its binds were tested when gang leader Sloppy had a dispute with Wrong Turn Russo. when he was using one of his precious mopeds.
Wrong Turn Russo was on the bike. Everything was going good. Started acting like a dickhead.
Went out there, got on my knees. Boom, 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 boom.
When instructions were ignored by Wrong Turn Russo, things quickly became violent.
I mean, we kick a dude on the ground hoping that he died, not just to beat him up, but to stomp on his head and hopefully cause death.
The gang didn't always display such aggressive behavior. It started off with more humble beginnings. When Sloppy got his first scoot.
It is a mean killing machine. It's a 150, imported from China.
The Milfhunters are known for having scoots like no one else. Bright lights and stereo systems are not uncommon. The gang chooses scoots over any type of motorcycle due to their small size and maneuvering capabilities. And because nobody knows how to shift.
Hey, I'm Hilary Duff from Lizzie McGuire, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Jay Wakeham Trucking. This kid just can't catch a break. With every order, Justin will tell you how bad his luck is, free of charge. Grampy's Mums. Fighting Seth for more room to grow stupid mums since 1985. Now offering cut your own stupid overpriced Christmas tree.
The Staff of Truth.
Tadito and Daughter Equipment. We specialize in low-quality rushed septic systems. If you're watching this right now, go fuck yourself.
Hi, I'm Stephen Anthony Lawrence from Even Stevens, and you're watching Disney Channel. Ta-da!
Since the gang has gained notoriety in the late 2000s, they have entered mainstream culture with some of their hit single albums like Scoot Scoot,
Scoot, scoot, scoot. That's what we do. Scoot, scoot, scoot.
and Scooter Gang. Any source of income is good news to the Milfhunters.
Sixth grade, in my mindset, I wanted to be a gangster. That's what I saw on TV, what I saw the older cousins doing. I thought, oh, that's my life. They had all the girls, the fancy stuff.
Summer 2018. The Milfhunters are returning from a routine ride-through of Woonsocket. Aruda the Intruder is riding one of Sloppy's trikes named Big White. Aruda the Intruder has asked to stay anonymous, but here's his full name and what he looks like. He lives on 384 Austin Avenue in Greenville. There's a key under the doormat, and nobody's home on weekdays after 9 a.m. When the gang realized they were missing one, they turned around and found the Intruder a mile away from the breakdown.
That time Aruda the Intruder was on the trike. Yeah, I guess I let this retarded fucking nigger ride my bike. Turns out you don't know what the fuck he's doing. Bike breaks down, carburetor dies, he pulls over or some shit, runs after us, I don't even fucking know. Then we get back, he's a mile away from the crash site, fucking carb's broken, got fucking nigger running around. I hate that goddamn blackie.
Sloppy was outraged that his bike was broke down and that the Intruder broke the rule of always staying with the bike. The N-word was exchanged, and for the first time the gang split into two smaller factions. Sloppy's guys versus the Composition Coalition. This hardcore gangster rides a bike called Clean Pink and is a true OG. After word got out about the gang splitting up, other rogue motorcycle clubs tried to lay hold of Milfhunter turf. Rival gangs include the Fibrosis Boys, Jay Wakenbakes, and the Whipple Hill Bandits. The Milfhunters needed to unite in order to claim their turf back. Broadway Beausoleil was able to do just that. She convinced Sloppy and the Composition Coalition that their efforts should be focused on an unclaimed territory called Newport. Once the headquarters were moved to its new location, fresh coochies and buttholes came piling in.
I love to kick ass. I'll come at you with a smile, but I will fight you just because it's cloudy outside. You know what I mean? I will give my life for this club. You know, don't get it twisted. Anybody out there watching this, I will die to make sure that the brother behind me can live. You know?
One of the new recruits is a member they call Vitamin T. Her sole purpose in the gang is to comfort and entertain fellow rider Trenchbox in order to keep him from unleashing something they call the fucking fit. The last known time it was activated was in 2014, and the only surviving evidence is this audio clip. Another respected member, Chimp Biscuit, has the highest sperm count of all the Milfhunters. When he gets a girl pregnant, his child will claw its way out of the uterus, killing its mother in the process. The infant will then crawl to the nearest scooter, install a nitrous boost kit, and ride it to a bar to have a shot of whiskey. Remember when I was telling you about a route of the intruder's house? Here's a printout of the directions from Google Maps. You might want to swing by and ask him why he is such a fucking stupid blackie for breaking Big White. If you are a resident of Newport, you either love or hate the new scooter riding neighbors. The gang keeps a local and cult-like fan base. Some of the hardcore female fans have been known to mail in their coochie eggs to the headquarters, hoping that a high-ranking MILF hunter will fertilize it with his go-go juice and mail it back so she can then insert it back into her beef taco supreme and have the privilege of raising a MILF hunter. If the gang receives eggs in the mail and it doesn't seem like the girl has at least D-cup titties, lower-ranking members will fertilize them, usually Wrong Turn Russo or Gizmo. On the other hand, some residents haven't taken so kindly to the changes in their town. Newport police are constantly receiving calls about the riders.
111, what's your emergency?
I'm on Spring Street and I'm behind a bunch of people on mopeds, and one of them just pulled down his pants and took his apple at me and said something, rip it or something.
Are you in immediate danger?
I don't know, I'm just scared.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm on Newport Bridge, heading towards Jamestown. Holy shit! There's like 100 mopeds and they're riding on top of the barrier. Like,
okay.
At least 150 miles. Whoa! One of them's running the cable that supports the bridge. I gotta get a picture of this.
Don't worry.
Hey, oh my god, he just did a backflip. He did a straight up backflip. Send medical. I'm going to shit my pants.
Okay, where are your...
When the heat is on and the city's police are on high alert for scoots, the gang has ways to wreak havoc remotely. Dexter the Texter is a pro at conducting destruction from a distance. In his phone are contacts to different SIM cards connected to highly explosive C4, often placed on decoy scoots or people's cars that voted for Joe Biden. Most often they are activated by a voice password that he calls in when it's time. Meet Alice in the Abdomen. Her name was given to her after a terrible scoot accident with her passenger, Yamamoto. They were cruising at MILF hunting speed when the Abdomen spotted a nasty dildo on the side of the road. She then squeezed the brakes from pure excitement, sending Yamamoto forward and pushing Allison's abdomen into the handlebars of the scoot. The immense pressure severed both riders in half. Medical professionals debated on whether they should conjoin the two lesbians in an attempt to save their lives. They decided not to, because with Yamamoto's bottom half and Alice in the Abdomen's top half, they would be creating the most drop-dead gorgeous girl known to man. This is what her abdomen looked like before. And this is her abdomen now.